Good morning, Cypress Village residents. This is Ty Morgan, your Executive Director, and today is Friday, March 6th. I want to welcome all of our residents to Virtual Coffee Chat, especially my loyal in-person coffee chatters in Egret Hall. Good morning to all of you. It is a beautiful day here at the Village. My weather report is bright and sunny and warm, so let's get outside and enjoy the weather today as well as this weekend. And we have a lot of information to share as usual, so stand by, and again, I appreciate you for tuning in. See you soon.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a spectacular week. Just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Stop by today anytime between 10:30 and 12 for breakfast and BPs. We'll have Patty, of course, taking blood pressures. Breakfast will be sponsored by Concierge Home Health Care. And come by and enjoy a nice conversation with your neighbor. We'll see you all in the Wellness Center between 10:30 and 12. And meet me in the main lobby today at 1 o'clock for Social Walking Club. Bring yourself, bring a friend, bring your dog. Let's go enjoy a nice little walk around the lake. It takes about 15 minutes from the starting point at the main lobby all the way to the A entrance. So please join me today at 1 o'clock. And if you are participating in the annual Putters Tournament on Monday, March 9th, and even if you aren't, please come out to the putting green 30 minutes prior to the tournament starting. We will have a lovely morning stretch hosted by Health Pro Heritage. Danny and his team will be out starting at 10:30 to do a nice little stretch before the putting tournament begins. And Caregiver Support Group will be back with Bobby twice next week. The first group will be meeting on Tuesday, March 10th at 3 p.m. in room A6. And the second group will be meeting on Thursday, March 12th at 11 a.m. in the 7th floor activities room. And Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, March 11th from 9 till 12 p.m. And the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower A in the houses. Our monthly walk and talk with the Health Pro Heritage team will be back on Thursday, March 12th at 10 a.m. Join Danny and the team for a nice brisk walk around the lake, and we'll conclude in the Marsh Media Lounge with a little talk on nutrition. And we are taking sign-ups for our quarterly wellness outing, which will be on Wednesday, March 18th to the Salt Spa of St. Augustine. So we have 4 spots available. Transportation will be provided. There will be a small fee included if you do want to participate in the Salt Spa experience. So please call me directly at 807-6118 if you would like to reserve one of those last 4 spots. And please don't worry, if this is something you're interested in or we can't make it due to limited seating, please still let me know if you're interested. I will make sure that we get another group booked. We can go as many times as we want. It's a lovely trip to St. Augustine, so we want to make sure that we can get as many people there as possible. I would even like to go myself. If you have signed up for the APDA Parkinson's Research Conference on Monday, March 6th, that's going to be in Jack's Beach at the Community Center, please be down in Veterans Lobby promptly at 8:45. Transportation will be there to pick you up. The conference does start at 9:30, so this will give you plenty of time to get in and get situated. Also, Deb will be meeting you all there, whoever is attending. And lastly, our daily dose of wellness. March is Nutrition Month, so I'd like to share a short poem on how food is medicine. From garden soil to dinner plate, nature offers gifts so great. A berry, green, a golden grain, small bites that help our bodies gain. Not just for hunger, taste, or art, each meal can heal the mind and heart. For food and every nourishing bite is medicine growing in plain sight. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
Yeah, can you transfer me to Cypress Village Coffee Chat, please? Thank you. I'm on hold. It's going to voicemail. Hey Cypress Village, this is Danny from Outpatient Therapy. I'm calling today to remind you of our walk and talk next Thursday, March 12th. We are doing it at 10 a.m., meeting in the main lobby. We will do a walk around the lake, followed by a nutrition talk, kind of specifically about nutrition and the inflammation process in our bodies. So if you want to come out, enjoy some great weather for a walk, and then learn a little something about nutrition and inflammation, we'd love to see you there. Again, that's next week, March 12th at 10 a.m. It's going to be bananas. Let me take a bite of this.
Hello, Cypress Village. My name is Laurel Mundell. I'm your Director of Administrative Services. A few announcements for this week. One being, we have talked on the app regarding the satisfaction surveys that are under the satisfaction survey module. We have transitioned most of them from a Survey Monkey, which is something that we create, to a more legitimate platform that LCS is using called My Customer Voice. So for any of those surveys, I went through them, like I said, a video of how to access them, how to get to that. When you complete the survey, after you put your star ratings, it'll ask you, it'll take you to a screen if you want feedback or if you want somebody to respond to your request. If you want someone to call you back or to send you an email, you have to check yes, and you have to put an email address. You can put in the notes that you want them to call you via phone, but you do have to at least put in an email address. It's just required on that. We did notice when we were reviewing commentary the last week that, for example, when somebody filled out the plant ops, they were like, make sure you have Dave Green call me back. But they did it on their feedback section. They didn't do it on the requesting a response section. So those will always be anonymous unless you indicate that you want a response back. So unfortunately, that person who wanted us to pass along the message, we did, but we couldn't follow up with you and have him call you directly. So apologies if that was you. But I'll have a screenshot for you to see so you understand what I'm referring to and you're not just going off my words. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that that is an option. You just have to put your name because otherwise you'll be anonymous. And then secondly, we're going to be trialing something on the app. There's a possibility to do online signups. We've stayed with, especially with activities, we've stayed with the system that we've had in place to do the paper signups because the CLS team honestly goes through each one by one, making sure that you get at least your top choice, if not one of your top 3 choices. And the software just doesn't have that kind of accuracy or attention to detail yet. So we're going to stick to that for CLS, but for things like the gourmet dinner or other dining activities, we're going to look at the prospect of doing these just to get you all familiarized with it so that once that feature is in place, we can do a switchover at some point. So if you want to sign up for the gourmet dinner, it's on March 25th. So you can do one of 2 things. Hit the daily activities module. Either go to March 25th or you can type in the search bar gourmet dinner. I believe Candace is titling it Chef's Table. So you can search Chef's Table or gourmet dinner. And then when you go to that activity, there's going to be a button on there that says register. Click on register. You will be able to sign up yourself. And I believe one other guest if you want to assign someone else to that. But then it will automatically start creating a wait list too if they've reached capacity. So that's one of the cool things about using this feature. And then if you decide to cancel, you have to cancel at least 24 hours in advance of the event. Otherwise, you will be charged for it. But if you cancel in advance, then somebody from the wait list gets to pop back in. And so it's a really neat way to keep all of that in line. Candace can also sign you up. She has the ability on the back end to put people in. So if you want to visit her in person or send her a voicemail, that's also an option. But we wanted to try this out just to see what that would look like. And again, that's on March 25th, gourmet dinner, 5:30. They're going to do a very similar dinner to what the Alzheimer's donor dinner was. And it's $125 per person. So that will be charged to your resident account. That's it for the app. We did have some, I had some reports of the app loading and not opening the page. So I did put in a ticket for that and I will keep you all posted on that as well once we get a resolution on what was going on there. And then Ronnie, so we have a new receiver here. I was going to say he was part of concierge team. His name is Ronnie Cardenas. And he is actually the father of Angel and Roy Cardenas that work in EVS, Environmental Services. Ronnie is our new receiver, which means that he is going to oversee the loading dock. Typically in the past, this position has fallen under the dining department, but as the needs have changed and as things have evolved a little bit, it makes more sense for him to be with concierge since they handle so much of the resident and employee-facing packages. So for that reason, he's part of my team now, and I'm so excited to have hired him and brought him on, and he's doing a great job so far. So if you see Ronnie delivering your packages, or if you see packages are magically arriving to your door, that's all thanks to him, and we're so glad he's here with us. And then lastly, Comcast equipment. So we still have a tentative date of April 1st for the swap outs. It's going to be a weeks long process, so it's not going to all be cut and dry on April 1. They're going to start with the skilled nursing facility units. We've got 100 beds in there that we've got to swap out for the units for those beds. And then after that, they'll start working on the other areas of the campus. However, they did tell me on our call this week that independent living and assisted living residents can actually call and upgrade their equipment themselves whenever. So I'm going to put a letter in there that came from Comcast. It's going to be in the weekly update of your instructions of what that looks like. If you already have X1 services or you have internet, actually, they'll be able to upgrade your equipment, and then they're going to take off the X1 fee from that automatically. If that isn't the case, or if you have any questions about that, they are going to provide a number that specifically our residents can call so that they're going to be able to manage our accounts a little bit closer, so you don't have that global person from across the world answering questions about your account. Once I get that number, I will share that with everyone. But in the meantime, I just have the welcome letter that's going to be in the weekly update. There's also on the weekly update, in case you don't know what kind of equipment you have, there's going to be an image of all of the X1 compatible boxes so that you have for reference. So in case you have equipment, you're like, I don't know if this is an X1 box or not, compare it to that list of equipment and you'll be able to know for sure. And then of course, once we get that customer service number that's specific for Cypress Village, you can call in too, and they can confirm each account for you. As I know more information, I'll be sure to share it. But again, in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to share them with me. I will also review some of this information at community meeting on Tuesday. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy coffee chat. Couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, the elevators. A elevator is underway. The left side is down. Will be down again for 3 to 4 weeks till they finish up, and then they'll start the right side and bring the left side back up running. So everything's looking good so far, no issues. On Wednesday, Mallory came and got the board from the A elevator and installed it on the B elevator, so that should be up and running by now. And we'll hopefully be able to keep it that way for the rest of the project. Landscaping is up next. As everybody knows, I am bidding out the landscape contract. Rupert's will continue on. They're working on a month-to-month. Starting this coming week, they should be mowing every week, but grass isn't really growing yet, so we'll still be doing leaf collection and that kind of stuff. The oak leaves are now falling, so that's going to be bad for the people that have that. And we expect that for the next 2 to 3 weeks. But with the landscaping contract out to bid, there will be a delay on the mulch. Don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but I know Rupert's has delayed buying it, and I had some interviews this week with Ty and Sarah with the new companies bidding on it, and we're going to make that decision very soon on who we're going to pick, and then things will start rolling. But I just want to give everybody a heads up that there most likely will be a delay on the mulch for the homes and in the community. That's all I got this week, so have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. It's Brianne from Community Life Services here with one quick update, and then we'll get into the events for the week. I just want to remind everybody that on March 20th, which is a Friday, we are having our Spring Fling Dance. We haven't got a lot of signups for that dance so far, so please, if you have not, let us know if you're interested in coming. Please make sure to sign up from the CLS office. It should be a great fun time. We're going to have food, live music, and we will also have a special presentation from our ballroom dance group. 9 residents have been practicing for ballroom dancing for the last couple weeks, and they are going to have a special presentation for us at the Spring Fling Dance. It's $16 or 16 points because a full meal will be served, so please make sure to sign up with the Community Life Services office. Now let's get into events for the week, starting with tonight at 7 p.m. We've got live music with Greg Gosney. On Sunday at 2:30 p.m. in the Osprey Fitness Studio, we've got musical bingo. That has become a really popular event with residents where we play songs and you mark off bingo. It's $5 to play, but you get cash prizes. So it's a lot of fun, so make sure to come join us. On Monday, March 9th at 11 a.m., we've got our putters tournament at the Boathouse. That is going to be a huge deal. It's going to be great. If you are interested in playing, you're going to sign up by emailing Kate Chambers. It is $10 cash to play at a minimum. And if you just want to spectate and you want to enjoy the food, we are requiring a $5 donation at least for food and beverages. We are going to be having a little barbecue cookout as well as beer and sodas. It should be a lot of fun. We do ask that you're generous with your donation. All proceeds go to Canines for Warriors. If you have any further questions, please feel free to give me a call at the office, but we will see you at the Boathouse. We are going to be doing a morning stretch at 10:30 a.m. with our physical therapy department, and then we will start promptly at 11. The residents will play all 9 holes of golf, and then Dave and Ty will do their 9 holes for their competition for the trophy. You know, it's very important that they compete every year. So we should have lots of great fun, so please make sure to stop by. And last thing, on February 11th, Wednesday at 2 p.m., we have our Jack Speaks lecture, and it is Len Furman from the Sports Time Traveler. He's written a couple books about major sports accomplishments throughout history, and he's going to do a little presentation to talk about his books and bring you back in time to major sport events throughout history. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. He actually did a presentation in our AL and memory care, and they had a great time. So please make sure to stop by. That's all I've got for you this week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Natalie, your Director of Environmental Services. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I have just 2 things to talk about. It's good weather, and we're going to spend some time out on our patios. So just a quick reminder, I do have a small mini blower. You are more than welcome to come down and check it out from the office and go and blow off your patio so you can enjoy the sunshine and the fresh air and the birds in the morning. I hear they're just wonderful. And now I have to be a little stern. The trash room. Poor Salvador. He had such a time this weekend trying to get about 30 boxes out of the trash chute. Photos to follow. Please, he'd much rather just take them out of the trash room and take them to recycling than out of the chute. It has to be an effort to get it in the chute. It's twice as much effort to get it out of the chute. So please just leave your boxes in the trash rooms and make life easier for Salvador. That's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you around the village.
Right. Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Lisa Green, Director of Sales and Marketing. Gosh, I think I've been on Coffee Chat now a few weeks in a row. She's probably tired of hearing from me. But we have another little seminar that we are doing because we're getting a lot of questions from residents as to what does my contract mean? I have a life care contract. I have a choice plan contract. I live in an equity home. What does that mean for me when I am considering moving to a higher level of care? So I have put together a series of seminars, and the first one is actually, you're going to be getting this in your, if you don't already have it, you'll be getting it in your packet. We have the first one on March 10th and the second on March 24th. You're going to be able to meet the team from assisted living and memory care, and you're going to be getting information in a presentation and a luncheon style format that talks about what it looks like to make a transition, when the timing is right, what's included within my current contract. So we're going to try to arm you with as much information as we can so that you have an avenue to know how to move forward. So we hope to see you, again, the first event, it's going to be a lunch and learn presentation, and it's going to be on Tuesday, March 10th, hosted in the private dining room, and you can RSVP to the number on the flyer. So I hope to see you all there.
Good morning, Cypress Village. My name is William Rouse. I'm the Assisted Living Director for Northern and Southern Pines neighborhoods. Pleasure to join you here this morning. Next Thursday, we have an exciting event coming up. It's our Northern and Southern Pines Family Night. It'll be a spring theme event. So our activities team has done a wonderful job putting together the agenda. It's going to be an awesome opportunity for our community to gather together and just enjoy one another's company as we kick off the spring season. Looking forward to having everybody next Thursday, March 12th at 5 p.m. in Eager Hall. Thank you.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Scott Marquardt from the security office. Just a quick update. I know that we've had a lot of recent events that have inhibited our parking areas. Obviously, there have been some days in recent history that we were short on parking, and that's a rarity. But if you ever run into that situation where you are looking for a space and you can't find one, please give us a call. I will gladly run out there and find a space for you. Most of the times I can. So just give us a call. It's usually at certain times, and it is rare, but if you do have issues, please give my office or myself a call, and we will accommodate as best we can, or at least give you a free pass to park in an undesignated area. That's not usual. Just trying to make things work, especially when we have large quantities of cars here for special events. In other news, I am announcing my departure from Cypress Village. I will be here for a couple more months, but as many of our residents and staff know, my wife and I have twins, and we also have 2 kids as well. So I went from a father of 2 to a father of 4. So now I will be going from a security manager, and I get upgraded to a stay-at-home dad. So I'm really excited about that opportunity. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting and definitely a challenge. But that does mean that I will be leaving behind my Cypress family. I just want to thank everybody who's been here for me and my wife as we've gone through this transition, and when those boys go home, so will I. So I will be missing all of you. We have hired a new replacement. I look forward to training him while he onboards here at Cypress. There will be a couple more months, and we will have some overlap, and we're excited for that. So I just wanted to give you guys all a little heads up, and the skinny on the Marquardt family. So. And then a quick little goodbye thing is the twins are doing well. Owen is 4 pounds and 4 ounces and doing well on very low oxygen, and so is Beckett. He's getting pretty big. He's at 5 pounds and 4 ounces himself. So they're doing really, really good. So you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler with Dining Services. I have a few things for you all today. Our first is the Putters Tournament that's coming up on Monday. We'll be out there cooking. There will be a small bar set up. It'll be a good time. It's always fun, but we like to see more people out there. The weather's supposed to be beautiful, so come on out, hang out. We'll have some chicken, some sausages, cooking those on the grill, keeping them nice and warm for you all to be whenever you're ready to eat. The next update I have is that I myself, and Tyler Pizak will be away next week for a day and a half to actually assist another community with a grand opening in one of their newly built venues. Didn't know that they would need as much help as they do, but it does seem that they need some people there that can help coordinate and help guide. So we were asked, and that's what we're going to do while we're away. Christy Balke will be the point of contact for any resident concern, any departmental concern, and then our front of house team will funnel up through her for all independent living needs. Maxine will still be taking care of assisted living and memory care, and Lamont will still be taking care of our healthcare center. So just making you all aware of that. Next is our Loon's Nest menu changes will be coming in the next week or two. Justin and Chef Dave are working together to get everything nailed down. Really kind of make the area make sense and the menu to follow suit. We know what's popular, we know what isn't. So we're trying to do that and expand on what we think will be popular with those items. So that'll be happening shortly. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good, and it's something we're looking to do more often, as we do at the Lakeside Dining Room and as we do with Middleton's changing every day. So the last thing I have for you all is in Middleton's, we are going to try a different menu style for lunch specifically. What I mean is that instead of serving 3 of our main entree items for lunch and dinner, what we're going to do is serve 2 entree items and a lunch geared item. So something you would find on a lunch menu anywhere. That is what we're going to do. We're going to offer that on a day-to-day basis for the next couple of weeks to try it out, see what everybody feels about it. If we don't like it, it's an easy fix. It's an easy change. But we do see that people coming for lunch don't always want to have a dinner, and that's what we're trying to adjust. So I think it'll fit, and then for dinner we'll have that 3rd entree item back on that menu like we always do. So just wanted to make you all aware of that. That will be something we're going to start to try on Monday after brunch, and we'll just touch base with you all, follow up, and see how it goes. But that's all I really have for you all today. If there's anything you need, I do want to apologize for the coffee shortage. That's something that I'm owning that, because it's just a new inventory we're taking care of. The product being what we're using across the entire community rather than just an area or 2. It's just a learning curve, and it should not happen again. So I appreciate it, you all. We'll see you soon.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is Tyler Pizak, the Assistant Dining Director here at Cypress Village. Just short and sweet today. First things first, Thursday night, Loon's Nest is going to be closed for the AL and memory care family night. Just want to kind of get it out there again so everyone does know about it. Next, we're going to talk about alcohol. So this week is the Players Championship. So kind of one thing about me, I like to bring stuff in and kind of have like a mix and match kind of thing. So one thing I'm going to do is kind of like Sawgrass Splash, but it's going to be the Cypress Splash. So I'm going to get some Grey Goose orange, a low orange, so it makes it a little bit better. Fresh orange juice, it's going to have some lime juice, that's freshly squeezed, and some lemonade, which is going to be great. And I also got is little plastic golf cups too, that nice little touch with it. So with that being said, Sawgrass, their famous thing is they have zesty shrimp tacos. One thing I've been getting from residents is having some kind of tacos here and there. So Friday and Saturday, since Thursday night's closed, while we have the golf on, we're going to do some tacos. We're going to do kind of like a citrus grilled shrimp tacos, which is basically going to be marinated in like a zest citrus sauce, but then it's going to be grilled. The tortilla is going to be warmed up. We're going to put coleslaw on top of it, and then we're going to finish it off with an avocado cilantro cream sauce, creme. So I think it'll be nice. It'll be in like a little taco holder. It comes with 2. And you get a side of rice at that. So I think it'll be fun. Please come try the drink and come enjoy. And yeah, let's have some fun.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. My name is Mary Ann Chadwick, and I'm the VP of Operations for Silver Salons and Spas. Some of you may already know me from being in the community or in the salon or even filling in behind the chair. Silver Salons would first like to thank you for your patronage. We could not do this without you. We've gone through some staffing changes over the last several months. We are super excited with the staff that we currently have, so feel free to stop by the salon for your next hair or nail appointment. We would like to inform you of a nominal price increase effective April 1st of this year. We know that this is not everybody's favorite time of the year. However, with the rising costs and operational expenses and so forth, sometimes it is definitely necessary. A price list will be distributed to all residents this week and will also include our hours and days of operation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and we look forward to seeing you in the salon.
All right, I'm back, and the first thing I wanted to make an announcement on is on Monday of next week, we have a very exciting event. That is going to be our annual putting contest or putting tournament. Sponsored by the Putters Group, thanks to Kate Chambers and Richard Stockley and all the putters. We're going to have a fabulous event. I'm sure Brianne had already shared a lot of the detail with you, so I'm not going to get into the detail, but I hope to see a lot of residents out there. From what I looked at weather-wise, we are looking at a spectacular day. So let's all get out and enjoy the event. I believe it starts at 11 a.m. and we're going to have a very, very good time. And you will also see some interdepartmental tournaments as well, especially Dave Green versus Ty Morgan. I think I'm at the loss this year. He took me down last year, but I've been practicing every day. So Dave, look out for Monday. Next on the agenda is just an announcement and a reminder. Next week, community meeting is scheduled on Tuesday the 10th in Egret Hall. It's going to go from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. If you have any questions that you would like to present to the group on Tuesday, please send them to communications@cypressvillage.com or cypressvillageretirement.com. I'm sorry. One more time, email any questions to communications@cypressvillageretirement.com. Thank you. As always, any residents that cannot make it to the meeting, we will video it and we will post it the following week, or the following day, I'm sorry. And on to my next update, and that happens to do with scholarships. Very important aspect here at Cypress Village for our community as a whole, but very important to the recipients of the scholarship and the candidates that are approved for scholarship. Wanted to make sure all of our residents were aware that the scholarship fundraising did start in March, a few days ago. So that's going to continue through the month of April. We have some new poster boards that are going to be included in the main lobby, and those posters have really good information regarding the recipients for the scholarship and a little bit about them. And it's really going to be a nice touch for them to see, as well as the residents that are contributing to the scholarship, and how much it really means to them. So we are going to have a ice cream social. This flyer is going to go out, and it's going to be on the 23rd of March at 2 p.m. And it's going to be in Egret Hall, and we're hoping to get a lot of residents as well as employees together to really enjoy the event. So again, 23rd at 2 p.m. One of my last updates is going to be the quarterly financial presentation done by our very own Sarah Ninya. Is going to be for Q4 2025, last year, Wednesday the 25th in the Marsh Media Lounge at 3 p.m. So again, March 25th at 3 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge, you can get a quick update on our fourth quarter financial performance. So again, come in and see Sarah, and she will present those numbers to everybody. On to resident recognition, one of my favorite parts of virtual coffee chat. This week, I want to give Clark and Lorette Gaylord a shout out, and all of the residents that participated in the baby wipes volunteer effort. So they did very, very well. The effort was for military families, and from what I understand from Lorette, they did very, very well with all of your contributions. I don't have a total tally of the amount of baby wipes, but from what I understand, that they were very, very pleased, and they're going to benefit a lot of families. So big shout out to Lorette and Clark Gaylord this week. And one other gentleman I want to highlight this week, and that's Mr. Richard Landry. Richard, big thank you for your testimonial for the American Heart Walk Association before we had our community Cypress Walk. It was very touching, very informative, and I just want to thank you for sharing that. On to some fun stuff. Trivia winners. We have an upset. I don't know about an upset, but we didn't get a three-peat last week. So this week it's going out to Who Knows. And Who Knows is comprised of Miss Joan Birchall, Roger Phelps, Roger Argolis, Joe Swallow, Evangeline Webster, my Scrabble partner, and Dr. Tom Keith and Jeff Gerard. Congratulations to all of the Who Knows trivia team. Great job, guys and gals. And now on to my favorite part of virtual coffee chat, and that's wishing our villagers a happy birthday. And let's see who we have out there today. And our birthday girl today is Nancy Hajizalu and Maureen Brockman and Mr. Richard Fielder. Happy birthday to you three today. Tomorrow we've got Mr. Hans Rodsept. I cannot believe this guy is 96. Hans, happy birthday to you tomorrow on a big 96. And Mr. John Stavros is tomorrow. He's a big 90. John, wishing you a happy birthday. Miss Helen Bryant and Miss Mary Harvey are both on the 7th as well. Happy birthday to you two ladies. Barbara Borowski is on the 8th. Barbara, wishing you a happy birthday on Sunday. And on the 9th, we have 3. We have Maggie Penn, which is her 91st birthday. Miss Pat Chatfield and Mr. Richard Look on the 9th. On the 10th, we've got Maris Santangelo and Jim Ziegel. And I'm going to cap it off on the 11th with Miss Bess Turk, who is 97. Bess, happy birthday to you. My buddy Carl Schaefer is on the 11th, and Miss Patsy J is 93 on the 11th as well. Residents, I'm going to cap it off with that today. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day today, great weekend. Enjoy it, and God bless everyone. Bye-bye.